Hey guys, how you all doing? I'm Paul the Tech Giant and welcome to the channel. So what I'm going to be doing today is unboxing and testing out this H96 Max Android TV box from Banggood, which is 4K HDR compatible. Now, if you like what you see in this video, I will be leaving a link in the description where you guys can go and grab one for yourselves. So the way that we're going to do this is we will take a tour around the outside the box, get it open, see what you get for your money, and then we will test it out. So let's crack on with the video. Right, so let's start off by taking a tour around the outside of the packaging, and to be honest, there isn't a great deal to look at. But anyway, this is the H96 Max Android HD TV box, and if we now move on round to the sides, as you can see, very plain, just black, got a sticker there, and yeah, not much else, so it's pretty minimalistic. Now, because this has no specs on the outside of the box, what I'm going to do is give you guys those specs now. And this has a quad-core processor, 4 gig of RAM, 64 gig of storage, and it is running Android 9.0. And it also supports 4K HDR. Now we've got that out of the way, I think it's time to get this box open and see what delights are inside. So first off, looks like we have got the actual box itself, and yeah, there we go. As you can see, it's got some wrapping on the outside, very light. I'm guessing, you know, there's not a lot going on inside, but as long as it does the job, then that's all that matters. So let's pull this off. And we've got some more wrapping around the outside, so let's just pull that off as well. Yeah, it's not a bad looking box, nice and shiny now we've taken that wrapper off there. Right, moving on round to the back of the device, and as you can see, we have got a few inputs here, or outputs. So we've got our power there, Ethernet, our HDMI and AV. Moving on round to the side, we have got, if it'll focus, we've got a couple of USBs and what looks like a micro SD card slot. Moving on round now to the bottom of the device, and not a lot to see here, just got a sticker confirming that it's got 4 gig of RAM, 64 gig of space, and it is running Android 9.0. So what we'll do is set that to one side now and take a look at what's inside the box. So lifting that bit of cardboard out the way there. So we have got included HDMI cable, which is always handy because there's nothing worse when you get a device like this and you've got to supply your own HDMI cable. So that's a very good start. Then we have got a power brick there. So UK 3-pin plug, but I believe you can get them for all the other countries with your, you know, plug to suit. And then we have a remote control. So let's just take a look at this. And yeah, very light. I'm guessing no batteries in the box, so you do have to supply batteries. And it looks like that's a couple of AAAs. But yeah, very basic remote, but it looks quite nice nonetheless. Like the purple on that. And we'll give that a test out in a minute. And finally, we have just got some basic instructions there. So yeah, all good. Like I said, the only thing that could be better if it came with batteries for the remote, but still not a deal breaker. And what I think we'll do now is just quickly get my tape measure and measure up the length of these cables. Right, so I've got my trusty tape measure, and let's just start off by measuring this HDMI cable. And this one comes in at approximately 1 meter. So yeah, as you'd expect for something like this, and I'm sure that'd be adequate for most people. Moving on to the power cable now, and let's take the measurement of this. And this one comes in at approximately 1 meter and 15 centimeters, or 45 inches. Right, now we've got all that out of the way, I think it's time we hook this up and test it out. So let's crack on with the testing. Right, we've now got the box all wired up, fired up and connected to my 65-inch LG OLED TV. And to start off with, we are presented with this setup menu. Now, you've got all your sort of regular things on there, like your language and connect it to the Wi-Fi and so on and so forth. So I'm not going to bore you guys with all that, and I'm going to meet you on the other side. Right, so we've got it all set up now, and that was simple enough. And I have gone ahead and had a little fiddle with this already. But the first impression of it, when we come to this home screen, if I'm honest, the icons there aren't the best looking. They are a bit sort of jaggy, a bit blurry. It's like it's been zoomed in on a like low res photograph. You know, this is what's regarded as a high-end TV, really. It's an OLED TV, so you know it should look as good as it can do on this, really. Where it says H96 Max in the corner, that looks pretty clear, but you know, all these icons and that, yeah, they're pretty low quality, if I'm honest. So anyway, let's have a quick tour around. So we've got, like I say, this home menu here. So we've got YouTube on there, Google Play, which I have already signed into. Got My Apps. We've got the timing that up there. That's not set up yet. My Files, Settings, Browser. Up the top here, we've got some icons that indicate what's going on. So you've got your LAN cable there. That's how I've got it connected at the moment for sort of the best speeds and that. Got your SD card there, and so on and so forth. So let's move on to the My Apps now. So these are all the pre-installed apps on this box, and as you can see, you've got some of the sort of hardcore favourites there. You've got your Chrome, Google, Netflix, you've got the Play Store, Prime Video. I've just installed that speed test there, which we will fire up in a second. And we will also try out Netflix as well, and give that a spin and see what that's like, along with some footage on YouTube. Now, before we do start any tests, I just want to have a quick look at this remote control. And yeah, it is a bit of a clunker, as you can probably hear. So yeah, very clicky. You know, it's what you'd expect. It's, you know, it's a cheap budget remote control, and you know, you get what you pay for, I suppose. I'm not a fan of sort of buttons that are overly clicky like that, but you know, some people do like those sort of things. Mind you, one thing I will say is, you know, I like I say, the purple on there looks quite nice, and it is a nice rubberized feel to them. So you know, that is a bonus. Right, before we fire up any of these main apps, what we're going to do is run this speed test that I have downloaded. Reason for this is, if when we go to playback Netflix, YouTube, there is any like stuttering, buffering, anything like that, then we can rule in or out the internet connection with it hardwired to the box. So let's fire up this speed test, which I have already run. And as you can see, we are getting a download of 31 and an upload of 18. So with those speeds, we shouldn't really experience any buffering whatsoever. Now, one thing I have noticed is that when I'm trying to run this speed test again on here, for some reason, I'm having problems navigating around the menu again. I've done it fine first time, but I now cannot do that. So not sure what's going on there. But anyway, let's back out of there, and we'll try out something from YouTube. So let's fire that up. and that's gone into there pretty quick. And let's search for some 4K content, which I've already been having a bit of a poke around with. And let's pick one out and fire something up. So what I'm going to do is look for a bit of my own footage that I have shot in 4K HDR. And going through YouTube here, it seems to be scrolling through fairly good. No real sort of delay in that as I scroll backwards and forwards. But yeah, this is my own piece of footage here. The reason why I'm showing my own footage is so I don't get done for copyright reasons, because let's face it, I'm not going to put in a copyright claim against myself. So hopefully when we fire this up, this should be in 4K HDR, and if it is, we should get a HDR logo up there. So let's press play. And unfortunately, there is no logo. Let's just see what resolution it's playing back in at the moment. And it's saying 1440p. So let's move that up to the 4K and see how it copes. Let's just confirm with my remote control for the TV that it's not HDR. And no, it is not. So we will come back out of that. And yeah, we are getting some severe lag in here, which isn't good at all. Obviously, this is meant to be a 4K streaming box, and it's struggling to play back 4K content on YouTube. And we've already confirmed that the speeds are good enough to run this. And I have already just tested my TV out with the same piece of footage as well, and it played back flawlessly from the inbuilt YouTube app on the TV. So that isn't a great start. But what we will do is I'll try out another piece of my own 4K footage that is non-HDR to see if that makes any difference. Right, I've now got another piece of 4K footage of my own. As you can see, it says 4K there. And just to point out that I have been into all the picture options and everything like that, all the settings, and everything is set up as it should be to get the best out of this box. So let's run this video. Right, so that video is now loaded. Let's just fast forward it a little bit here and see how it copes. We'll check that resolution. Again, it seems to be, you know, we're getting a lot of buffering there. You know, we shouldn't be getting that really. I've only fast forwarded it a little bit. And let's go to those picture options. And yeah, as you can see there, it's saying quality 4K. And yeah, unfortunately, it's not playing in 4K. It's just buffering. It is not having any of it. What I think we'll try next is we will go to the Play Store and maybe see how long it takes to download an app. So I'm just going to literally grab anything now. So the first thing I sort of come to, so let's go down to Subway Surfers and click on that. And let's install it. There we go. So let's see how long this takes. So finally it is downloaded and installed, and if I'm honest, that took what felt like an eternity. I wasn't going to bore you guys with showing you the whole download and install process, but trust me, it took a long time. Next up, we're going to fire up a bit of Netflix. So like I said, this is a pre-installed app and I have already signed into this. So let's go and fire that up right now. And yeah, it is a little bit disappointing to say the least. Now looking at the screen, now I don't know how well it comes across to you guys at home, but it is very, very pixelated. Basically, it is like a mobile version of Netflix has been blown up for the TV, as opposed to the ones that I've tested out on other sort of streaming boxes and that are optimized for TV viewing, and they look really, really good. But this one, unfortunately, no, it doesn't look too great. Now, if we just go in close, actually, I will show you guys what I mean. And yeah, if you can see that for yourselves, it is, yeah, not great. Now, what I've got here is Stranger Things on Netflix. And again, all this is looking really sort of pixelated. Let's just go in close and I'll show you guys. It's, yeah, not good, as you can see there. But these menus at the side do look somewhat better. Now, with Netflix, I have paid for the premium service. So when I am logged in, I should be able to access the full 4K content on any of the 4K titles that are available. And one of those is Stranger Things, which should be in 4K HDR. But I fear that it won't be. But still, I'm going to run it anyway and see what happens. So if I just click on this now, I've got to go careful because of copyright reasons. But we are looking for the HDR logo to come up in this corner. And I've got a funny feeling it won't do, but we shall see. Again, a long loading time here. Never takes that long normally. And if I just sort of put my hand there so I don't get done for copyright. And no, it doesn't seem to be that it's going to play in HDR because we've not got any symbol come up there. And if I just get my pointer up, for the actual TV itself there, and yeah, no HDR, and that certainly isn't 4K quality content being played there. So I mean, I'd probably say that's more like 480. That is not even 1080p or 720. So again, very, very disappointing there. We just go in close. If you guys, well, it's not focusing very well, but as you can see, that quality is yeah, very, very poor. So there you have it then, guys. I think we will wrap it up there. And if you have enjoyed that honest unboxing today, I would really appreciate a thumbs up. And if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, then maybe think about subscribing for more of the same in the future. So thanks very much for joining me today, and hopefully I'll catch you guys on the next one. Bye for now.